Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I was looking at the TV. I hope Linda Ronstadt, they were talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees. I hope Linda Ronstadt gets in there. And of course, that says something about my age. There was a movie in the 70s called FM. Now, I liked the movie. I still like the movie. I think it was a great film. And there's a concert for the Whales. That also says something about my age, I think. Maggie's back in the box.
Cat in the box.
You know. And anyway, so Kat, if you're going to come up here, I guess we should kind of give you some information about the trip up here, because we've taken it twice. I don't know if you're driving or taking the bus. If you're taking the bus, then I don't think... yeah.
Welcome to hell.
I would take some stuff to eat with you on the bus.
I would recommend taking the train over the bus,
yeah.
Even if you pay a little more.
Now, last time I looked...
it's money, but...
Well, last time I looked at the train versus the bus to get you up here, the train was actually considerably cheaper.
It wasn't like $50 less.
Yeah. So, you might want to think about that.
And I'm sure you'd have a higher class of people on the train than you would on the bus.
And it'd be more comfortable.
Well, I mean, I think the bus is just kind of your average
job.
You know.
Anybody, everybody. But if you're going to drive that...
Oh, boy.
When you get to New York State, do not get on the toll road. What do they call it?
That's the Massachusetts tollway we got.
Oh, Massachusetts. Both in New York...
screwed up on.
Yeah, New York and Massachusetts. And actually, the toll road goes from New York into Massachusetts. It's like...
You're only going like through the outer edge of Massachusetts, but it's still kind of spooky.
Yeah. And now I will say that the
But I think, we didn't go into New York, did we?
Not New York City, but...
Well, maybe the outer edge, the western side of New York State.
Well, we were in the north. Way up north.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, when we got on the Massachusetts Turnpike...
Oh, yeah, because it comes down. I don't have a... Okay, like, this is New York, this is Massachusetts, this is Vermont, this is New Cary. What are those falls called?
Niagara?
Niagara Falls. You're not going to necessarily go through Niagara, but you're going to go
close to it.
Yeah, and
you'll still be south of it.
Yeah, and you'll be getting on. If you go that way,
you'll. Of course, you know the signs about Niagara Falls.
Yeah, and you'll wind up on the toll road. Yes, the toll road is a lot faster, but
it's like 4 lanes wide, isn't it?
Yeah, and the traffic is going. You know.
Yeah. But it will slow down. It doesn't stay.
Yeah.
That bad for very long.
No, but it's expensive. Very, very expensive. Just going a little ways once or twice, paying the toll once or twice, that's not an issue.
Especially for cars, it's not really an issue, but for buses, oh my God.
Now the Greyhound bus, they have like
the U-Hauls. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, you're paying an arm and a leg.
What was it, like $8 or something? And we only went from one to the first exit?
Yeah, and it's like the exits aren't like that far away, and you're having to pay each time. It's like...
And the road isn't that great.
Yeah.
The road's rough as hell. And
so I would suggest when you get to New York, stay south. Stay in southern New York.
You stay on the 2-lane roads. Don't get on the tollways.
Yeah. I think when you go into Massachusetts, you don't really have much of a choice there. Because some of it's really odd.
Well, like here, we use what will eventually turn into the tollway, but we don't pay a toll on it. You don't start paying tolls until you get into Massachusetts, I don't think, don't you?
Right, yeah.
It's like where they even give you the ticket that starts.
Yeah.
It's just like an interstate highway until a certain point.
Yeah, that's what it seems. Now, well, actually, I don't know if Dallas has toll roads.
I think Oklahoma had one, but it was around Oklahoma City, but I'm not sure about Dallas.
Okay.
The way I came around, I think it was just an interstate.
Because, see, San Antonio didn't have any toll roads. They were talking about putting one in.
Which I think it should be illegal.
Yeah, because we already pay for the roads.
Yeah.
You know, the tax when you buy gas is paying for the roads. But then they want more money for the roads.
And they want somebody to pay for the road, to work on the roads. They only haul the prisoners out there on the chain gangs and make them work on them.
Yeah,
They dig long and hard before they went to prison.
John is nursing, and
again.
And she's washing them.
They wouldn't appreciate that.
No. But,
from your heroin addiction to pounding on the pavement.
Yeah, but,
I think that would straighten them out real fast.
We tried to find this route into New Cary, but
What do you mean?
we drove into what's the capital of New York?
Albany.
Albany. We drove into Albany.
Oh God!
You don't want to get
Don't get in there, please.
We wound up going in circles for a long time.
I thought we were never going to get out of that damn place.
Yeah.
Where does she live at? Not Dallas, but
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth. So basically, I'm going to try and find the MapQuest way that I came.
Okay.
Well, when you go, and one word of advice, when you go through get into Tennessee from Arkansas, God, be careful whatever you do getting out of Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
It's very easy to get lost getting out of Memphis.
The first time up here, what happened, we were trying to go north out of Memphis. Was it Memphis?
Memphis, yeah. We're trying to go to the east and go to Nashville. And then up to the north.
Yeah, somehow we wound up going in the wrong direction, and we didn't even realize it for hours and hours and hours.
Until we were like halfway across the state.
Yeah, and...
It was like, oh, shit.
So we would have gotten here faster if we would not have made that detour, which was not planned. But I tell you, the Mississippi is a beautiful river. It'll seem like you're spending a lot of time crossing it because you are. It's wide.
It's a very wide river.
Yeah. But there's this road. Now
there's a reason why they call it the Mighty Mississippi.
There's this road. We could not find it. From Albany, I think it's number 9, that goes through the New Cary tracks, i.e. Vermont, into New Cary. We couldn't find it. There are signs pointing to it, and yet you can't get to it. At least we couldn't. Maybe you could, I don't know, but it would have saved us from having to get on the freeway and the toll roads, and it's, mind you, it's a small, just
it's a 2-lane highway.
Yeah, it's so. Understand, this is a rural up here.
I don't think you have a GPS system.
Yeah, probably not. If you do, that might be helpful. But don't turn just because it tells you to turn. You might wind up in a swamp.
Yeah, see, because the way the MapQuest is telling me is going to take like 29 hours and cost like $212 in gas. And the other one is like 214 and 29 and a half hours.
You know what?
Fort Worth to Troy.
You know what you might want to do? Is get to Keene. Just drive to Keene.
Well, this basically takes you from Dallas-Fort Worth. Let's see. You get on find the major road out of. You get on to 30 East and go to Texarkana, and then you merge onto I-440, Interstate 440 East, via exit 138A towards LR National Airport, LR Riverport, Memphis. Then you merge onto I-40 via exit 11 towards Memphis, and then you keep left to take 40 East toward Memphis, Nashville, crossing into Tennessee. And then you gotta merge onto I-40 East via exit 12C on the left towards Nashville, and you go from Dallas to Texarkana, through Little Rock to Memphis to Nashville, and then come up through Kentucky. You'll go past Bowling Green and Louisville, and you go past Cincinnati, and then you kind of go through the rural areas of Ohio.
Now in Ohio, be careful because there are a lot of Amish buggies.
Well, I mean, you're on the interstate, but you're kind of out in the wilderness out there.
Yeah, on one trip up here, we didn't see any Amish buggies. On another trip, we saw quite a few.
And then you'll keep coming north. You'll go to Cleveland, and then you'll go past Erie, New York, which is the western edge. You'll be right by Lake Erie. And then you go to Buffalo, and then you start to head east. You'll go past Rochester, and then you'll go past Syracuse, and then it shows you to Albany, and then around to over to Keene, from east through Vermont into Keene and Troy.
Now, if you want to just drive to Keene and call us, if you
want us to print out this MapQuest, I will, and mail it to you.
We'll go pick you up in Keene, or you can follow us back.
Believe me, there's visitor centers. They may be able to show you a better way, but this is the way I had plotted out for us.
And for everybody on the face of the planet, I know we have stuff to do, but I'm just wondering.
Huh? You're tired, aren't you, honey? Huh?
Yeah. And it's like we go, and then
collapse.
Yeah, and it's like what little time we have that we should be, working on the apartment, we're too worn out. And I haven't heard from our landlord, so maybe he understands. Because it's not like we're not doing anything, but just because I'm sitting here doesn't mean I have energy to get up and my wife is limited in what she can do. And
now the other way, it takes you. I don't think you go into New York as much as.
If you
kind of go between Albany and Schenectady, and you don't wind up in downtown Albany. It looks like we did on the other one. It's like, ugh.
And let me tell you about some places, because I think you should know. Albany, if you go like we did, if you went the route we did, you'll pass the university, but right next to the neighborhood right next to the university, you don't want to spend any time there. It looks very bad.
Don't stop the car.
Yeah. Nashville, some neighborhoods in Nashville you don't want to spend. It's like around the bus stop, actually. You don't want to spend any time there, at least outside at night. During the day, it's probably just fine.
It's the downtown area of Nashville.
And, a lot of people go to Nashville, and they're going to make it big, and they wind up living on the streets and get into drugs and all this, and But so I think that's the element you're really dealing with in Nashville. But yeah, the toll roads, I would be careful with. Like I say, San Antonio didn't have any when I was there. I don't know if they built any yet. They were going to build one on 281 North. I think Houston has toll roads now. When I lived there, they didn't have any. I technically didn't even live in Houston, but maybe the last year or 6 months or something, I think the drive up here is pretty safe. I mean, 99% of it is safe. You know what I found amazing? We didn't see many hitchhikers. You'll find hitchhikers
they'll get
here.
in trouble on the interstates too. The cops will pick them up, and
Oh, they will.
they're not allowed to.
Oh.
I think it's a lot of the issue. They're not allowed to be on the interstates.
Oh, okay. Well, that also says something about our age, because when we were your age and younger, there were hitchhikers everywhere. Of course, that says something about the time period as well. You know, we're talking in the 70s and 80s, especially the 70s. Oh my gosh, everybody hitchhiked. And up here you find a lot of hitchhikers. People actually go to work hitchhiking and go home from work hitchhiking.
Well, things are so expensive up here.
Yeah. But,
where is the closest Amtrak
Brattleboro?
station for us? I'm trying to look for the listen by states, by state and province here.
You know, Brattleboro's not that far from us. We can go, if you take the train, we can go pick you up.
Berlin, Claremont, Concord, Concord. Berlin, Claremont, Concord, Conway, Dover, Durham, Exeter, Lincoln, Littleton, Nashua bus stop, New Hampton, Plymouth, Portsmouth, Tilton. Let's see what's in Vermont. Yeah, Brattleboro would be very close for us.
Is it listed?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brattleboro's close. That would probably be, if you come up by train, Brattleboro's probably be the best place if you can get there. Because if you know, look, we're not going to drive to Boston, baby.
No
not
way,
going to
honey.
happen.
Sorry, but
if you drive,
that would get us killed.
Yeah.
All three of us, probably.
Yeah, you can take the train.
If we could find Dingbat, he would drive, but
Yeah.
But
You can take the train to Boston.
you'd have to meet one of the scummies.
Take the train to Boston. They have like shuttle buses that go to like Nashua, Concord, you know, places like that, and they pronounce it Concord, even
Not
though
Concord.
it's So, I mean, Brattleboro would be the easiest and closest. Nashua, Manchester, if we had to, we could go pick you up there. Concord would be better than Manchester, and better than Nashua. Manchester, Nashua's like Dallas-Fort Worth. Dallas-Fort Worth, Arlington, you know. I'm just tired, and thinking isn't the easiest thing right now. We got some good food from the kitchen today, though. I've gotten several recipes from people in all recipes, but the thing is, you know, like the fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables, pretty much have to go ahead and eat those because
they'll go bad soon.
You know, and we got 2 eggplants, and somebody gave me a recipe that using the recipe calls for sweet Italian sausage, but we got hot Italian sausage.
Well, they don't know how to eat hot food up here.
No, they don't. And you're going to find the food to be bland up here.
As hell. Salt and pepper are the only spices that are officially allowed up here.
Yeah.
I think the rest of them are illegal, except for cinnamon and maybe a little bit of cayenne pepper.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people don't even know what a jalapeno is. Like, they had a
That's
bag.
really sad.
Yeah, they had a bag of chilies this week, and was it last week or the week before? And they're like, we don't even. The lady who was handling, I don't even know what they are. I know they're chilies.
They had like 3 bags of hot peppers today, and they didn't even act like they knew what to do with them.
So, and that and avocados. They don't know what to do with avocados, chilies.
Oh, the one, we got those ones that are awful,
Oh.
remember?
We got the big, they're huge. And those, oh, gosh.
God, don't make the mistake of getting those big smooth ones.
No.
Yeah. It
But,
didn't even look right.
no. And
The guacamole looked like it was something,
yeah,
like it died or something.
yeah. But,
And getting a decent decent avocado up here is like hell.
it's hard because what they, because what they do is they have them hard as rocks.
They're too ripe, I think, is what the problem is.
Underripe.
Underripe.
Yeah. And you'll go there, and if you say something to them, oh, we're not supposed to sell them if they get soft.
How did you find something? Because I was having trouble finding service from Dallas to Brattleboro on Amtrak. How did you find anything?
Maybe the other direction. Yeah, it's odd the way they do it. Maybe Fall River Junction or Claremont. Because another thing is if we have an appointment on the same day in Lebanon, if they have a train that goes there, we'll pick you up there.
Where's the next closest one in Vermont?
See, Brattleboro.
Putney.
Putney.
Well, there's Bellows Falls. I don't know how far that is.
I think that's just before Claremont.
Burlington. That's the west side, isn't it?
What?
Burlington.
I don't know. I think so, yeah.
Castleton, Montpelier Bar, that's north. White River Junction. There's Randolph, Rutland, St. Albans, Waterbury Stowe, White River Junction. That's about halfway to the hospital, White River Junction is. That's close to the hospital.
White River Junction is on the Vermont side.
I think Bellows Falls would be the next
Bellows Falls.
closest one.
Bellows Falls, White River Junction.
It still says problem finding service. Damn.
Brattleboro, Concord, Berlin. They pronounce it Berlin. That's we haven't even been there yet. That's way out. That's way. I don't know if we could even make it. But
Well, at one time we took like half a tank of gas to get us over there to that Aldi store.
yeah,
It was like the west side of the state.
yeah. So I don't know if
See,
this,
I found from Concord to Dallas. Okay, now I'll rearrange it and go the other way.
so I don't know if this is helping you any. I hope it is, because it'd be nice to meet you just for no other reason, just to hang out with you. But if you can take the Greyhound to Keene, we could pick you up. But if you take the bus or the train, try to bring like $10 or $15 with you, just in case we're late picking you up. Like if you take the bus to Keene, you can go across the street to Lindy's Diner. And it's cool at night. Well, it's cool during the day now, and at night it's chilly. I wouldn't say cold, but it's chilly. A light sweater, a light.
Now it's saying from Dallas to Concord, unable, no same-day connect service.
Of course, not on the same day.
Well, that's all that's coming up.
Oh. A light hoodie.
That's just a one-way. Why are they doing this?
Amtrak is not the best website. They're
Stupid.
yeah.
I'll let you play with it the other way
Okay.
around, okay?
Okay, but
He does a lot. Well, I do some of it, but he does a lot of it.
there are places in Keene. Don't be you're not going to get lost in Keene.
You're not going to get mugged in Keene either.
No. Even if you go by 100 Nights, which is like a day shelter.
No, they don't. They'll just let you come in and sit down and sit on the couch. And
Yeah, they'll be your buddies. They're like, I remember
Yow.
homeless shelters in San Antonio
From Concord to Dallas is $452.
on the train.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, you didn't want to be going to those neighborhoods or near those shelters in San Antonio at night. Even during the day, it wasn't a smart thing. But up here, they'll welcome you in, offer you something to eat if they have
You
something
have
to
a coffee
eat.
pot going all the time usually. And
Yeah, it's you know, you're not going to get mugged, that's for sure. Like she just said. And there are restaurants, because you get off right at the corner of Main and whatever street that is, and just go around the corner, walk up and down Main Street. I mean, when we go in to pick you up, you know, if you're walking up and down Main
it won't be
Street,
hard to find you.
yeah, I mean, we'll see you, and you know the beard, so
If you call us, just say you're at 100 Nights and
yeah, or Lindy's or wherever.
because well they stay open until what 4 o'clock during the week. And I think it's from
Yeah, I think so.
8 to 4 or 9 to 4 during
Yeah.
the week. And
So if you don't have any money to eat with, just go to 100 Nights. It's like a block away. It's a block over.
and if you get there during the especially early in the morning or lunch, they might have food. And
Yeah, they might have something to eat. That way, you know, you don't have to bring extra money. You can just.
I wish we had a homeless a soup kitchen that actually served 2 meals a day like they did in Springfield, but this one only serves supper, and it tends to be chicken.
Yeah, they
But
get a
at least
lot
they
of
figured
chicken.
out how to cook the chicken all the way through where it's not pink in the middle.
The guy that used to be the cook over
Oh
there.
God, I think they fired him out of a cannon.
Yeah,
I think they
he
got mad at him.
his chicken was pink. You don't eat pink
It was
fowl.
scary.
Yeah.
You could bring it home and feed it to the cat, but that was about all I'd do.
Yeah. Those two are curled up in
Where?
John and Maggie.
Oh.
But anyway, I can't think of anything else to let you know about. I think the people in Keene and here, I think they're friendly enough. You know, I mean, you'll have to. You know, it's different. You know, in Texas, when like if somebody moves into a neighborhood, people go and say, "Hey, welcome to the neighborhood." Up here, it's the opposite. When you move in, you're expected to introduce yourself. You know, so I mean, but people are friendly. It's just the culture's different.
Except for the people who are kind of homeless, who kind of relocated from other areas, it seems like they just talk to anybody and everybody.
Yeah, yeah. So, and you know, there are plenty of places to go and hang out in Keene and downtown, the main drag there. A lot of college kids, so there'll be a lot of people your age.
They don't have any Keene. Maybe they don't have Keene anymore.
What?
Greyhound.
Oh no.
It says that they don't. Well, it might be different the time too.
Well, if you can't get a bus to Keene, maybe Brattleboro.
I don't know because of the date or what it is.
Well, anyway, this is almost 30 minutes long, and I'm just
Well,
kind of
let's see.
rambling. So, anyway, if you have any questions, I sent you our phone numbers. On Facebook, I sent you both our phone numbers.
Oh, okay. Here's from Dallas to Keene. This is like departure Friday. Web only fare is $194.40. Standard fare is $243. Refundable is $270.
Wow, did you hear that?
So it's about $243 is the standard fare. Web only. If you pay it on the internet, it's like $194.40.
That's cheaper than driving, baby.
And it's better that you don't have fight with your car and.
Yeah, we don't want you breaking down in the middle of who knows where. Yeah, you know what Carolyn just said about going to 100 Nights. you don't need to bring any extra money. Go over to 100 Nights.
They're not gonna hurt you there.
No. And like I said, it's a block away. It's a block over. It's just...
You'll probably run into a couple people from the homeless shelter and they're just when you get off the bus.
Yeah. And there's
You run into a lady named Una. She's a little squirrely, and you might not understand everything she's talking about, but she's friendly, and she's not going to hurt you.
She shaves her head bald. She's thin. I don't know if there's something wrong with her back, or she
I think she has that, like, hump,
scoliosis
hump or something like that.
Yeah, she's over like this. She's bald. She shaves her head bald. She's really nice though. She's nice. Like you know, my wife said, she might talk to you about stuff that only she understands. But
you can pay with a credit card or with cash. I don't know what the zip code in Texas in Dallas is.
I don't know.
But it says to find a place that I think 7-Eleven.
Up here, 7-Eleven does it.
Is there there's 7-Elevens in
I think
Texas,
so. Yeah, I think they're headquartered down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
So I'll let you get on there and see, because Amtrak is way expensive. I didn't think it'd be that bad.
Yeah, the price fluctuates. You know, sometimes one is cheaper and the
Maybe
other.
it's because the government's all messed up right now. Amtrak is so high, sky high.
Yeah, could be. And I have a boy in my lap.
Gone to sleep.
Yeah, he went to sleep, and then I move.
You woke him up, and
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, Daddy."
he was like, "What are you doing?"
But anyway, this video is now over 30 minutes long. So anyway, if you have any questions, send us a message online.
Oh yeah, look, the Greyhound has a thing on the sidebar of Facebook. Look, Greyhound Express. Free Wi-Fi.
You're probably not going to get any
You might
Wi-Fi.
get it in the bus station for 5 minutes if you're lucky.
Yeah. Now...
You'll Greyhound leave the driving to us. Hopefully you get a new bus, and I think the new buses are up here in the Northeast, because they're...
It's like they start up here,
Yeah.
on the way down there, on the bus, we took, Peter Pan, was it? Peter Pan bus line?
Oh yeah, up here, and I think it was in New York, the rural parts of New York, they've assigned it to a little local bus company. It's called Peter Pan, and they're really actually nice buses.
Yeah. I think we got Wi-Fi on there, but that was about it.
Oh, and they're a much more comfortable ride up there. They're a little green bus, I think, aren't they?
I think so. I think they're newer. They take better care of them.
Well, I think it's a privately owned company that travels around the outer edges of New York. And
So, anyway, if you have...
$1 fares, ha ha ha.
If you have any questions, ask us online or phone one of us. I gave you both our numbers, I think, on Facebook, and just one of our numbers on here.
Wi-Fi. We put a brand new spin on the idea of the wireless router. Check email, upload photos, download content, all from the comfort of your seat, all for free. Well, I think that's if you get one of the nice, pretty blue buses. The brand new buses are really, you wouldn't think it was a Greyhound bus. They're a nice dark blue and got a silver Greyhound on them, and it's like, okay, wow. It's like,
so if you have any, you know, once you get moving, once you start up here, you know, call us, do whatever, I mean, let us know, you know, and like I said, we'll go pick you up somewhere. Just try not to get here on a day we have to be in Lebanon, unless we pick you up there, because you'll be stuck probably all day by yourself.
well, Lebanon's small, isn't it? The town is?
Yeah.
I think the town of Lebanon is a very small thing. You could probably go to the hospital and sit in one of the chairs and they wouldn't say a darn thing. And
yeah, they wouldn't know you were.
They've got a cafeteria, and there's 3 little stores, like, what is that, on the 4th floor, I think it was? Of that one building?
Oh, I don't remember.
Well, like in the Faulkner building is the cancer center, I think, is where they have all the cancer treatments at. And I know they have on the 3rd floor they have a cafeteria. It's open from like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and there's, I think on the 4th floor there's a pizza, Sabaro's Pizza, and there's a little like grocery store like thing, and
There's another place.
there's another like a little deli like restaurant, and there's a uniform shop up there, and
Yeah.
you can't buy regular soda. The hospital won't allow it. I thought your father was gonna flip.
Diet soda only.
They got every kind of flavor every flavor you could imagine, but it's like
And when I would go to,
Of course, I was quite happy because there was lime, vanilla, cherry, Diet Cokes, and I thought he was gonna go
when I would go to the, I guess they call it MHU up here, behavioral health at Methodist Transplant and Specialty back in San Antonio, you could get a Pepsi. I think it was Pepsi that they gave us. You could get a regular Pepsi, you know, and you could get tea and Pepsi and juice and milk. You get you know, and you get hamburgers, and they don't have hamburgers at Lebanon.
They didn't even have hamburgers?
No, at the hospital, they don't. The cafeteria doesn't have hamburgers.
Well, they had the pizza shop and the other little place. Didn't they have hamburgers?
Well, I mean the cafeteria.
Oh.
The cafeteria is like health food. Okay. Anyway, if you have questions, concerns, whatever, just call us or message us, or text us. Or bye bye.